Dan Hammer along with Kurt Galv live at the Minot State Dome. At halftime, Braddock leading Marion Montpelier 27-26.
It's been everything we expected, and Marion Montpelier, I was almost saying Minot, here we are in Minot. Marion Montpelier has really done a good job of coming back in that second quarter after Braddock jumped out to that big first quarter lead.
You're familiar, real familiar with the Braddock team. What do you think's going on in their locker room? Get inside the coach's brain a little bit and share it with us.
Well, honestly, Del Swalene really counts on Nadine Schmidt a lot, and it's just as simple as get the ball to Nadine and let her create. I think defensively they're doing a good job, and he's just going to say, let's go and get it to Nadine, and she can create what we want. Let's go down to the floor with Robin Hubner. You're looking at the Minot Jim Dandy's Acro Sports Show, and they're going to put on a show for us here at halftime.
Steve Carver, Robin.
His Jim Dandies are out there. Steve, what are they doing out there?
Well, this is our Acro 1 sport team, and right now we're going through some basic mini tramping, basic tumbling, trying to warm up for a little bit of what's to come. You know well what that means. And they'll be making an equipment change here pretty quick and going different directions, and we'll try to talk you through.
Okay.
Been involved quite a bit with the halftime shows and state tournaments the last few years, Steve.
Yeah, we've been doing quite a bit lately. It's really exciting. It's fun. We enjoy being at these tournaments. The crowd really excites the kids, and it helps them, you know, to really get excited with what they're doing. We've had a good year. We were out at the Minnesota Twins this summer and performed for them. And this is the start of the tournament year in the state of North Dakota, and we're just happy to be a part of it.
Steve, give us an indication what they're feeling right now, what's going through their minds right now when they're out there.
Well, sometimes it's hard to tell. They're nervous. They always like to get going a little bit, to work out a little of the jitters. And as the show progresses and the crowd gets into the show a little bit, they'll start to loosen up.
How many girls are involved with the program right now, the Jim Dandies?
With our Jim Dandy program, we have about 225 gymnasts, boys and girls, ranging from the age of 3 up till 17.
And what kind of preparation do you guys go through to get ready for a performance like this?
Well, this Acro team here works out 3 days a week. They were down here at 9 o'clock this morning going through a run-through, getting used to the facility. And every gym you go to is a little bit different. This is an extra special show for myself, if I might add. Robin Hubner and I go back quite a ways.
Yes, we do. Long time.
Back in her gymnastics days in Dickinson, and she did this too. So
I know exactly what they're going through.
That's a lot of fun.
You know, I think a lot of people watching, sometimes they think, you know, it hurts when they land like that. That's a pretty soft mat they're landing on, right?
Oh yeah, the mats that they're landing on for the mini tramps they're 12 inches thick of foam rubber, and of course we don't recommend that anybody go out and do this. These athletes spend a lot of time, they go through a lot of progressions, and we try to make it as safe as we can, and they all are doing things that they know they can do. The tumbling run is not just the mats on the floor. There's some foam rubber pads underneath that as well, so it's a soft landing surface.
So in other words, don't try this at home, right?
No.
Unless you move all the furniture to the side.
Right. Well, we like to come out. We hope it's entertaining for the people. We know it's exciting for the crowd to come to these basketball games, and as we said before, it's really exciting to be a part of it.
You got anything special coming up in the future then? Anything in the works, or?
Well, we're getting ready. We just built a new facility, and you know, we've been working on that for about 3 years. That's a 20,000 square foot facility. It's going to help us. We have 3 Acro teams now, and we've got a big show schedule lined up for the remainder of this year. We've talked to the Minnesota Twins again for going out to them. We're working on the Minnesota Vikings and the Minnesota Timberwolves when they start next year.
Okay, what about your participation? Are numbers up for you? You got a lot more girls involved than you have in the past, or?
Well, we've stayed pretty consistent. Our attendance is really good. We can't complain. We have a lot of interest in it, and we're really happy. You know, a lot of our gymnasts aren't of this caliber. We have a lot of gymnasts that are down there for 1 day a week just enjoying doing gymnastics. We have a lot of people that are in other sports that come down to get a little bit stronger, a little bit more flexibility for what they're doing. This is our pyramid, Robin. And
we see that.
We don't always make this one.
How much practice does it take to get to the point where they can do that?
Well, as we said earlier, they've spent a long time at this. Those two athletes that just went over the top, they've been with us since they were 5 years old. So they've been in there 10 years, and we practice a lot. There's a lot of progressions, a lot of safety measures that are taken.
Okay.
We like to think that's the exciting part of our show. We'll set up, they're setting up now for our finale. Out there we have some handstand pirouettes. That's just showing a little bit of control. Robin, you were pretty good at that on the balance beam.
Sometimes. Not always. I don't think I can spin around that many times, though, in one shot.
We never know how many she's going to do. Somebody asked me one time how many she'd do. I don't know. It depends on how she feels. That's Becky Giesinger.
Depends on how much the crowd eggs are on, huh?
Well, we're getting into our optional tumbling now. This is where we just tell the girls to go ahead and do whatever they want to do. This is their time to show off, so to speak.
Okay.
And this is winding up into our finale mini tramp.
And these skills that we're seeing are some of the same things you'd see in the gymnastics meet, the same kind of tumbling run.
Oh yes,
yeah.
The back handspring and the back flip. There's a full twisting back. These are shadow tumbling. They'll do the full twist together. And little Kim here will do a double twisting back.
2 twists, all right. Okay, what's going to happen here?
Well, now they're coming up to the finale mini tramp. This is where it gets a little exciting. We put all 4 directions at the same time. And we'll start out, it speeds up, it gets a little closer as it goes on. They'll make 2 trips down. These are our over-unders.
Any collisions ever? Hopefully not.
We don't like to see too many collisions. No, we've been real fortunate that we practice it a lot, and if the girls don't feel they can do it, then we don't have them do it.
Okay.
So the safety measures are in place. Now we bring them down by 2s. It gets a little exciting here at the end. We'll have all 4 directions at the same time.
As always, a big crowd pleaser.
It seems to be our best crowd pleaser, and I think the girls can sense it, that the crowd like what they did. This is just the finale where we present ourselves to everybody. It's sure fun coming here. We can't say enough how much fun it is for us and an experience for the girls. We just have to thank everybody.
Standing ovation, no less.
Well, they really appreciate that. They come out here and perform and give it their best for 8 minutes, and we just hope everybody enjoys it.
From the looks of things, they enjoyed it.
Okay, let's go back upstairs now to Kirk and Dan. This is the 1988 State Class B Girls Basketball Tournament on the NBC North Dakota Television Network.
Suddenly, your